So let me tell an old story about a robot and a camera. They didn't like each other, but they learned to cope with the differences and they went in a beautiful journey of self-discovery and adventures. Hello everyone! So today I made my living room in 3D using a robot vacuum and a camera. I'm working on my next video and I realize I need some collisions with the footage I shot. But I have a few problems. First, I'm not really good at modeling. Second, I'm lazy. And third, I need to clean my house. So I've got the idea. I'm gonna use my robot vacuum to take pictures of my living room while it cleans the house. When it's done, I will take these pictures and make a 3D version of my living room with the power of photogrammetry. So what is photogrammetry, you ask? Photogrammetry is a process where you take a bunch of pictures, you put all together in a software, the software gonna do all its calculations and gonna spit out a beautiful 3D geometry. The process is a bit more complicated, but in a nutshell, it's basically that. Usually the geometry is shit, but I have Houdini, and Houdini, as you already know, Houdini is amazing. Houdini gonna do most of the job, cleaning up the geometry, making beautiful for me to use as a collision to throw some shit around my living room. And that's it. Simple enough. So, come over with me in this journey. Okay, my idea is quite simple. Meet Churiquito. That's my robo vacuum. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this robo vacuum. I have a few boxes. I'm gonna put all the boxes on top of the robo vacuum, gonna tape it, and gonna put my camera on top. My camera gonna be on time lapse, and then while the robo vacuum cleans, the camera gonna be doing the time lapse, and that's it. Okay, so I think this is by far the worst idea ever. Yeah, that's the worst implementation. Right, time for the truth. Let's see. It's fucking working. Oh shit, oh shit. No! Oh. Looks fine. It's like because the camera can hit and fall, and my great job of pasting everything wasn't that great, of course. Cool. Let's try again. Recording and outro. Gonna put the camera a bit lower so it can go underneath of the table so I can have a better scan of my table. Turning on and haha. Okay, this took way longer than I anticipated. Oh my god. Okay, from the beginning. First I load all the files, I cut the time-lapse on the Premiere. I wanted to use the whole range of the time-lapse for the photogrammetry, but that was taking ages and my poor computer was just dying. What I ended up doing, I just shortened the time-lapse and using way less pictures. Then I managed to I didn't get a perfect geometry, but it worked. I got the geometry, so the geometry worked. I took everything to Houdini. There was some holes on the geometry because the scan wasn't perfect, of course, so I just had some boxes around, convert to VDB and convert back to polygon so I could have somewhat good polygon distribution and everything merged. I had a test geometry to test it out the scale to see if the scale was right. Oh my god, I'm getting drunk. To test the geometry, I was just going to throw some particles and like instance some spheres or something like that. Would be super simple, but I thought, no, I can take a step further. I can make 3D. I can make like a cool scene. So I remember that I had an old scene file that I was playing around, monster with some goo coming out. Okay, that could be cool. Man, it took way longer than it should. I took about like 2 weeks doing just a test scene for no reason. The scene file is just a sphere. I scattered some points on that spheres. I scattered some points on the geometry I scanned. Tracked the distance between the sphere and the test geometry. With those scatter points, I connected those points, making some legs. Made some procedural leg growing by the distance of the points. So I added some noise and placement along the normal so I could have the arcing leg. Make some mumbo jumbo with the legs. I added some noise on the legs and then I've got the beautiful legs. I wanted like, oh yeah, I want to make some fluids coming out. So I made a fluid simulation coming out from the monster. Later I've used some Quixel textures. I just made a really quick shader, nothing really fancy, with some subsurface scatter. Ooh, I managed to say that. I used an HDRI that I took from the living room. I just quickly filmed the HDRI. I took a few different exposures and then you get this beautiful monster walking stuff thingy. So yeah, that's my testing. There is a lot of issues, I know, but I won't be wasting more time on that. I waste way more time than I should on this testing. But if you have an idea what I can do with this setup, please leave a comment down below. Who knows, maybe you're gonna give me a great idea so I can use it. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy my Robo Vacuum Photogrammetry Cleaner 5000. If you have any bad 3D ideas, please leave a comment down below. I open to new ideas. I left the scene files on the description so you can download and have a look on it and play with my living room if you want. Okay. Thank you for wasting your time with me and hope to see you soon. And yeah, okay.